All right, all right, all right. How's everyone doing? Gonna get started a little bit. Just want to test my sound. Hope you're having an amazing weekend. Gonna get started a little bit. Just want to test my sound. There's gonna be some background noise. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be some background noise. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, fantastic. My name is John. Today we're going to talk about your wish is your command. This is a program that was released many years ago, and right now you can actually get this program completely for free. I'm going to teach you guys how to get it for free right now. So this first thing I want to cover. Now what you want to do, you want to go to any one of my videos. So if you go to YouTube, I have a channel, it's called Your Wish is Your Command. And you want to just find my channel right here, Your Wish is Your Command. And from here, you can use my link right here in the top of my descriptions, or you can go to any one of my videos. For example, if you go to one of my Neville Goddard videos, you click here, you'll be able to find the link right here in the descriptions. And this is going to take you to a sales page, okay? When you click on it, it's going to take you to a sales page, which is going to show up just like this. And from here, if you do not want to read through the whole sales page, that's no big deal. You can just go and click buy now. Just go here and click buy now, right? Nobody wants to read a long sales page. If you want to get the program, you just want to click buy now. Once you click buy now, I'm going to give you the coupon code so you can get this program completely for free. The coupon code is YWIYC. Your wish is your command. You want to hit apply. Once you hit apply, you'll see that you get the discount code for $500. You want to come back up here. You want to fill out all your information, your contact, billing, and payment information. It's not going to charge you anything. You just got to find some serious people that are serious about this program and complete your order. After you complete your order, you're going to get an email immediately within a few minutes. And you want to click that email. It may be in your spam folder for whatever reason. Just check your spam folder, put it in your inbox, and there's going to be a link in that inbox. Click on that link, it'll take you directly to the program. So you guys can listen to this 14 audio series, Your Wish is Your Command, how to manifest your desires. Now if you're interested in any of these topics, for example, if you see on my YouTube channel, you can find Neville Goddard videos. Later down, you can find Wallace D. Waddles, Florence Shin, if you like Joe Dispenza, if you like people that, Greg Braden, okay, Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale. This is up your alley. Today I want to discuss with you, what is your wish is your command. What does that program entail? I want to give you the broad strokes. Now earlier I discussed how you can get this program completely for free. Now I'm going to share with you, all right, what are the lessons that it teaches and how it can benefit your life and manifest your dreams, desires, and goals. There's a lot to this. I'm just covering the broad strokes. That's why you guys got to get the program yourself and listen to it. Not just one time, 2 times. You want to listen to this on a consistent basis. You're not going to get through it all in one day. It's very, very difficult. And every single time you listen to it, you're going to learn something new. So first thing, we're going to talk about just introduction. I'm just another regular guy. My name is John, okay? 3 years ago, I was introduced to this program by my brother. And every single year, I continue to listen to it. continue to help my own personal growth. And there are 4 specific lessons. The number 1 lesson is, who do you listen to? The next one is the teachability index. Next one, the third one is the training balance scale. And finally, you have the 4 steps to learning. So I'm going to break it down to you one by one, okay? Now, I'm not going to do it as well as Kevin Trudeau. So you guys go get the CD set for free and listen to it. First one is, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? When you're looking for people to get advice from, who do you listen to? There's so much free advice that you can get. You can get a lot of free advice from ChatGPT, get it from Grok. But listen to this. You got to listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. Pay attention to this. Listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. So you want to get some results in your life. That could be for health, that could be for finances, could be for relationships. You want to listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. There was a time I was in Southern California, I was in San Diego, I wanted to get 6-pack abs. And I said to myself, well, for me to get it, I need to go to the gym, I need to exercise, I need to eat right. Well, I was there at the gym, 24-hour fitness in downtown San Diego, and there were personal trainers, of course. They wanted you to become one of their clients. And I was surprised. I was there in San Diego, and some of these trainers, they were very, very out of shape. Extremely out of shape. You could see it with your own eyes. They were fatter than me. They probably had a higher BMI than I did. But they had a certificate. Maybe they went to some school, get some training. But listen, if you want to get some results in your life, you want to listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. It's very important to have some type of a role model, okay, so they can understand where you're coming from. If you are learning from a personal trainer who doesn't understand about your background, they're not going to give you the proper coaching. Now, over the years, I've discovered so much because I got myself a personal trainer. I got myself the meal plans and different things like that. I was calorie counting, but unfortunately, I was not getting the results. It was 1 step forward, 2 steps back. How frustrating that is. You're doing everything that you possibly can, but you're not making any progress. You may make some very small little progress in the short term, but it doesn't last. And before you know it, you're going to gain an extra couple of pounds. Now, there were so many things beyond my scope of awareness, because when you're trying to lose weight, it's very different. When you're trying to lose weight in your 30s and 40s, it's very different. You're trying to lose weight in your 20s. You get yourself a personal trainer that are in their 20s, early 20s, that never really had a health setbacks. They can't really understand what you're going through in your 40s. In your 40s, you may have a lot of different hormonal imbalances. You are caked up with a lot of problems, maybe in your intestines, and you have to address those first. If your only tools is just, I need to diet right, I need to exercise, and you're still not getting the results, maybe there are things off your radar screen right now that can help you reach your goals. You just don't know about them right now. So you got to listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. Now, the other example I can give you is when you are dealing with some type of a medical condition, who do you listen to, okay? For the past 10 plus years, I've shied away from the traditional doctors. I've shied away from people that practice traditional medicine, okay? I listen to a lot more people who are health practitioners. Maybe they're naturopathic doctors. Maybe they have a lot of expertise in detoxification. They teach things about detoxification pathways. They don't just try to address your symptoms. They don't try to suppress through medication, but they actually give you real advice about how to fix your body. Those are the people I listen to. Maybe they don't have all the degrees. Maybe they don't have they go to Harvard, they go to exemplary medical schools, but they demonstrated success. They were in a very dark season in their life, okay? Whether that's through mental problems, physical problems, and they're all tied in together. When you're physically sick all the time, and that stuff, chronic pain, is cutting into your sleep, you're going to get some problems with your mental health. I don't care who you are. And over the years, I dove deep into different practitioners in the health space. And through those teachings and through applying them, I've recovered my health. I'm not saying there's nothing more for me to learn. There's always going to be something for me to learn and to apply. But I'm very specific about who do I listen to. Who are you listening to right now? Who's got your ear? You're just looking through YouTube all the time. They're in your ear right now. Or you're watching the TV all the time. They're in your ear. Do they have your best interest at heart? Okay? Have they demonstrated success in that specific area you're trying to achieve results in? Listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. The next lesson is the teachability index. This is such an important lesson. I gotta go through it again and again because it forces me to face myself in the mirror and says, how teachable am I? Now, there are two components. The first part is, what is your willingness to learn? What is your willingness to learn? Okay? And the next part is, what is your willingness to accept change? How do you quantify something like this? What is your willingness to learn on a scale of 0 to 10? And how do you know if you have that willingness to learn? Well, you can quantify it. I'm going to teach you guys how to quantify it. Let's just say if you want to improve in the area of your health or your finances, whatever that is. And right now, after work, and all you do, you turn on Netflix, you turn on Hulu, or you turn on Amazon Prime videos, catching your favorite TV shows. And that's the only thing that you look forward to. Well, that's got to change. What is your willingness to learn simply means that you're willing to set aside that blocks of time. That time you set aside to watch your favorite TV shows, your video games, maybe you go golfing with your friends, you go to the bar with your friends. You said, hey, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to update my set of skills. I'm going to read books. I'm going to attend conferences. I'm going to listen to audio books. There are different courses that you can take online. That's how you know. What is your willingness to learn on a scale of 0 to 10? If you're only doing it once a week, maybe you're only 1 out of 10. Okay, that's just how it is. Next part is, what is your willingness to accept change? Now, many people, they have all the motivation to learn. They are in those online courses, they got in the books, they attend the conferences, but they haven't done anything. It's kind of like people, they buy P90X, right? They watch Tony Horn on that DVD set, but they never lift up the weights. They never do a push-up. Many people are in that predicament. They got so many programs just sitting up in their shelves, but they don't have that willingness to accept change. You got to give yourself a score, 0 to 10. So there are two numbers. Number one, what is your willingness to learn on a scale of 0 to 10? Okay. You get that, just give yourself an honest assessment. Next part is, what is your willingness to accept change? Now that you learned the lessons, are you willing to put in the work on a consistent basis so you can get the results that you want? I don't care if that is working out. So these blocks of time are set aside. So you're willing to put work. You're willing to accept change. Different workout programs, right? Before you weren't really doing any form of exercise, and now even going for a walk, that is a form of willingness to accept change. Just going out for a walk, maybe you start with 15 minutes, work your way up to 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That's just to show yourself, hey, I'm actually teachable in this area in your life. Now, if you have a willingness to learn of 10, you're looking through the online courses, you're reading the books, listening to the audio programs, but your willingness to accept change is so 0, you gotta multiply these numbers together. So you're 10 out of 10 with your willingness to learn, but you're 0 out of 10 with your willingness to accept change. Well, that still gives you a 0. Your teachability index is a 0. So I want you guys to really see that your life is not changing because of these lessons, right? Number one, you're probably listening to the wrong people. They can't really help you. These doctors, they're gonna criticize all your labs, your lab tests. I don't care if it's your blood test. They're gonna look at your ECG and be like, oh, ECG is off whack, right? Trying to scare you, tell you to take a whole bunch of medications to send you down, a bunch of specialists. Is that what you want? Who are you listening to? Are these doctors healthy themselves? You tell these doctors, you get on that ECG, you show me your charts and explain your charts. You show me your blood work. Where's your blood pressure at today? This moment. Do you have good blood pressure? Right? Why don't you take these doctors accountable? Right? How's your kidney health? How's your liver health? And how do you evaluate that? It's like they're so ready to criticize your life, basically. When you go to the doctor, they're like, okay, these values are whack, right? And right now, it's just either going to be more tests, more drugs, more procedures, more specialists. It's about lifetime customer value, right? They're trying to extract as much money out of you as possible. Who do you listen to? Next part, teachability index. What is your willingness to learn? And what is your willingness to accept change? Okay, is it 10 out of 10 for both? And that gives you a score of your teachability index. A lot of people, you think you're teachable, you're not, because you never really quantified it. So Kevin teaches you how to quantify if you're teachable. Your life is not changing because you're not teachable. You're not willing to learn, and you're not willing to accept any change. Next part, the training balance scale. Okay, think of a scale, tilts back and forth. Now, training balance scale, on one side of the scale, it's about how you think and how you feel. What is your why? What's your dreams, goals, and attitudes, your mental processes? What is your vibration, your internal motivation? So that's one side of the scale. Okay? It's how you think and how you feel. On the other side of the scale are the how action, the specific techniques, the strategies, the action steps, the plans, activities, the physical actions. Now, most people in the world, they will tell you the reason you aren't where you are, right where you want to be, is because you don't know the information. Well, there's information abound. We are drowning in information. You can go to archive.org, you can go to Library of Congress, you can go to your local library. There's countless YouTube videos online, free books, free information. Is that what we're really missing? What are we really missing? How we think and how we feel. So you guys got to get the CD set. Get the CD set and have KT explain to you the training balance scale in detail. Next, we're going to talk about the 4 steps to learning. Okay, the first step is unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. There's so many things off your radar screen right now to improve your health. So given my personal example, I was not getting results. So a lot of people don't believe me. It's like, John, we never seen you fat. You always been in good shape. That's not true. Okay, I try to hide it really, really well. And there were times I could not hide it. For example, right here, that t-shirt was barely making it. It was about to burst the buttons. Here we have another picture over here. I was chronically inflamed. I was taking a lot of protein powder, a lot of supplements. I thought that was the key to health success, right? There are so many detours that they give you on this journey. It is unbelievable. There's so many things you have to really pull down these blinders that they put over you regarding health. And that's the first step to unconscious, to 4 steps to learning. A lot of you, you're unconsciously incompetent. You don't know what you don't know. And part of what I teach is that I'm telling people, listen, if you just want to do exercise and do your meal plans, calorie count, that can only give you a little bit of result. If you really want to go to the next step, you need to learn about how to clean yourself from the inside. And most people, they don't even understand what that means. I'm talking about cleaning your small and large intestines. Many people, they're chronically constipated. There are a couple pounds of waste material trapped inside their body right now, just from unresolved fecal matter. And many people, they overlook this. They think that, oh, I don't use the bathroom. I don't have to go to the bathroom every single day. Well, y'all gonna fuck around and find out. Next is the conscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know something. You know that you don't know something, conscious incompetence. And that right there, I kind of share with you, oh, there's something off your radar screen right now. Chronic constipation, will deter you from reaching your weight loss goals. Next, you have conscious competence. You know that you know something, all right? And 4, you become unconscious competent. You know, and success is automatic. And there's another way we can explain this through learning how to ride a bicycle. When you first try to learn how to ride a bicycle, it's very unfamiliar. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do with the handles, the pedals, and you may even start with some training wheels because you don't know how to balance, right? So you're unconscious and competent. You don't know what you don't know. But over time, you're watching yourself, watching other kids, you'd be like, oh, unconscious and competent. You know that you don't know something because some kids, they might be riding the bicycle with their hands in the air. You're like, wow, that is available out there? I thought you always got to keep your hands on the handles. But over time, you keep getting back on that bike. Maybe you fall down, you get back up, you fall down, you get back up. But every single time you get a little bit better. You got to pick up a little bit more momentum. You're like, oh, I got to place my pedals this way. Maybe I'm going off a small little hill to get some momentum going. And over time, that pedaling becomes more familiar, that balancing. Maybe your parents are taking off the training wheels and you're like, oh, I can actually ride this bike. And over time, you're going to become unconscious competent at riding a bicycle. You know how to ride that bicycle and success is automatic. Even for years, maybe you don't even touch your bike for years and you're on vacation and they're like, hey, let's go tour this small town. They have a bike rental over here. Let's just get on that bike. And you're not going to become very anxious because you know how to ride that bike. You've done it so many times before. That information, that skill is installed in your subconscious mind. So you're like, oh, yeah, let's go ride that bicycle. There's no anxiety about it, right? So in life, we're always upgrading our skills. If you want to improve your life, you're always upgrading your mind, upgrading the way you think, upgrading different information that's going to take you to the next level if you apply them this way. So who do you listen to? Listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be, okay? I'm not saying I'm the best coach out there. I'm just saying I'm somebody who has struggled in this area. And for the last 5-6 years, I did not weight loss rebound. I pretty much look like this all year round, okay? I may be somebody you want to look into when it comes to fixing your digestive health. My program is called the Mega Poop Transformation Challenge. Lose 3 to 5 pounds per month without going to the gym. Me personally, I have not been to the gym for years. Now, that doesn't mean I'm lazy. I still go and work out. I do work out. I do have a set of weights at home. This is just to entice people to pay attention to what I have to say. But people, I don't care who you are, where you're coming from, you better fix your digestive health. You gotta clean out that nasty fecal matter that is trapped inside your small and large intestines. And did you know there are also parasites that could be sitting in your digestive system right now telling you what to eat? If they're forcing and telling you what to eat all the time, you're not in control. And that's another thing that's currently off your radar screen for most people. We discussed a lot of things today. We discussed your wish is your command. And I also taught y'all how you can get it completely for free. How to get it completely for free? You go to any one of my programs, any one of my videos, just click this URL in the descriptions, which is going to take you to this page, okay? And from this page, you guys can click buy now. So you go to this page, and from here, instead of just reading through all of it, you don't have to read through all of it. You can read through all of it. You can learn a little bit more about your wishes command, the program, okay? And wherever you are, you can click buy now. After you click buy now, you want to just go to this part right here where you put in the coupon code YWIYC and hit apply. All right. Once you hit apply, you can see that you get the discount. You can get this program completely for free. Come back in here, fill out the contact billing and pay more information. It's not going to charge you anything. They just got to find serious buyers. They want to find people who are serious about this. Complete your order, check your inbox. If it's not in your inbox, check your spam folder. Now if it's in your spam folder, drag it back into your inbox, all right? Then in that inbox, in that email, there's going to be a link. And you just tap on that link one time, and it's going to take you to the program directly, and you're going to get access to this 14 audio series, Your Wish is Your Command, How to Manifest Your Desires, okay? Now, this program is definitely not for people who's got that TikTok brain, okay? You got short attention spans, and that's why I've orchestrated and made this video in this way, because I want it to be long enough, people want to pay attention, people that got that attention span to actually be successful. If you don't have attention span, you're not going to be successful. I don't care who you are. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you guys have any questions for me, if you're on this call, you guys can put in the message. There's a live chat option. So on the desktop, you can put in hello here, okay, wherever you are. So if you're on this call, let me know if you want to jump on the call with me. So thanks so much for watching this video. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Look forward to hearing from you.